What do we learn from the Beatles Part 3? This week we've been looking at tips and tricks that the Beatles used in their songwriting, and today we're going to be looking at descending chord progressions and also turning minor chords into major chords for great effect. Now, this idea of a descending chord progression we hear in Michelle from the Rubber Soul album, which is instantly recognizable. Now on this one, the cap was on the 5th fret and the chord we're playing will be referred to as a C minor. And we're playing that minor shape like that. And what's happening here? Technically we're going C minor with a major 7th, C minor 7, C minor 6. But really what's happening is on this G string we're going from the 10th to the 9th to the 8th to the 7th. So we have this. Which gives you this instantly recognizable riff. We see the same kind of thing on Strawberry Fields. At the beginning, E major 7, E7. So on that E chord, on the G string we're going 9, 8, 7. Which makes that a lot more interesting than just playing E. Brings that chord alive. We see the same type of thing on Got to Get You Into My Life, which again goes B minor with a major 7th, B minor 7 to B minor / G sharp, I think it is. Being for the Benefit of Mr. Kite for the Sgt. Pepper's album. There's a section there which goes from D minor major 7, D minor 7, D minor 6 to A. So again we have that descending going through the chord, which is very effective. Same album, off the Sgt. Pepper's album, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. We have an A, A7, A6 to F. So slightly different, but still descended down from A, A7, A6. On that same song, we have this section which is like A5, play that again. So we've got A5, A bass note, still on A5, G bass note, F sharp bass note, F bass note to D minor. So a descending bass line of A, G, F sharp, F. Which is really simple, but when used with the chord progression, and we hear the influence of that on like the Electric Light Orchestra. I covered one of their songs recently and you could hear it in that. If you listen to stuff like Oasis, they use that same kind of thing even on White Room. You can see that descending bass line, so you hear it on a lot of things. Her Majesty from that little short song from the Abbey Road album, which goes, I remember how to play it now. D / C sharp, D / B, D / A, E7 to A. So you got it. Really simple, but very effective. Now, when we come to the next idea, of turning minor into major chords. If we take something like the Sgt. Pepper's song from the Sgt. Pepper's album, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, which sounds really fairly simple enough, but we're going from G to B flat, C7 to G. Now, going to the B flat might seem fairly straightforward, but we think what the chords are available to us in the key of G. We've got G, A minor, B minor, C, D, or our fourth and fifth, and E minor, which is our sixth. So the B flat the more common thing would be to do a B minor, but it changes it to major and flattens it. And this is what you call the flattened fifth trick. Is taking one of the minor chords that's available, making it major and flattening it. And it's very, again, effective. Now if we take another example, like Run For Your Life from the Rubber Soul album, which is in the key of B minor relative to D. So if we think of the chords that are available to us there, we've got D, E minor, F sharp minor, I think that, G, A, and B minor, obviously because it's the relative minor key. So it goes, so we're going from a B minor to an E. Again, D, it should be an E minor that we're going to, but he's taking it to B major. Again, the F sharp, we should be going to an F sharp minor, but he's made it major. So check out, if you've got a Beatles songbook, the examples of when that actually happens. But we see this in other songs. In one of the previous videos, we'll look at Oasis, who are heavily influenced by the Beatles, and Don't Look Back in Anger. And if you look at that song, it seems straightforward enough, but it's very distinct. Reason being, it's in the key of C. Now the chords available to us in that key are C, D minor, E minor, F, G, which is the fourth and fifth. That's F, G, and A minor. Now all them chords are used: C, G, A minor. But instead of going to an E minor, it goes to an E. So he's made the CD, the third major, before moving to F, G, C, A minor, G. And really the song, and what makes it so distinct, is that making that minor chord a major chord. Inside the eye of your mind, don't you know you might find a better place to live. So that's where, you know, right up until into the 90s and on, that the Beatles were still influencing a lot of bands. So I hope that gives you some ideas and helps you with songwriting tips by the Beatles. And as always, thank you for watching.